The battle in the Bay of Matanzas was a naval battle during the 80 Years' War in which a Dutch squadron was able to defeat and capture a Spanish treasure fleet. Overview. In 1628, Admiral Piet Hein, with Whitworth as his flag captain, sailed out to capture the Spanish treasure fleet loaded with silver from their American colonies. With him was Admiral Hendrik Long, and he was later joined by a squadron of Vice Admiral Joost Bankert. Part of the Spanish fleet in Venezuela had been warned because a Dutch cabin boy had lost his way on Blanquilla and was captured, betraying the plan. But the other half from Mexico continued its voyage, unaware of the threat. 16 Spanish ships were intercepted. 1 galleon was taken after a surprise encounter during the night. 9 smaller merchants were talked into surrendering, 2 small ships were overtaken at sea, and 4 fleeing galleons were trapped on the Cuban coast in the Bay of Matanzas. After some musket volleys from Dutch sloops, these ships surrendered also. Altogether, Hein captured 11,509,524 guilders of booty in gold, silver and expensive trade goods, such as indigo and cochineal, without any bloodshed. The Dutch didn't keep their prisoners. They gave the Spanish crews ample supplies for a march to Havana. The released men were surprised to hear the admiral personally giving him directions in fluent Spanish. Hein, after all, was well acquainted with the languages. He had been a Spanish prisoner after 1603. The taking of the treasure was the Dutch West India Company's greatest victory in the Caribbean. The money funded the Dutch army for 8 months, allowing it to capture the fortress Hertogenbosch, and the shareholders enjoyed a cash dividend of 50% for that year. Hein returned to the Netherlands in 1629, where he was hailed as a hero. Watching the crowds cheering him standing on the balcony of the town hall of Leiden, he remarked to the town mayor, "Now they praise me because I gained riches without the least danger, but earlier when I risked my life in full combat they didn't even know I existed." He was the first and last to capture such a large part of a Spanish silver fleet from the Americas, these fleets being very well protected.